And we're back now, and today's topic is going to be health insurance. A lot of people ask a lot of questions about health insurance. How can I get it? We just went through this pandemic. Is it going up? All these questions that goes through people's minds about health insurance. And today we're so fortunate to have our own licensed agent, Nancy Vesely. Nancy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Daniel. Welcome. I appreciate it. The opportunity. I'm Nancy Vesely. I'm a local licensed health insurance agent out of Westfield, Indiana. Got my license in March 2020. Not the best time to start selling health insurance, but it happened. And I've just been going from there and starting out with nothing and moved up. So it's working. It's working very well.
Let me ask you, thanks for being here, by the way. Why should self-employed contractors or real estate agents, even notary signing agents, etc., get and maintain health insurance for themselves?
It's an excellent question, Daniel. If you're a business owner on your own and you are not lucky enough to have a spouse that's presently employed and you're able to pick up their insurance and you're just on your own and you're doing it yourself, having health insurance is something that you really need. A lot of people think it at the last moment, and it's when they need it. They think about having it, but you should have it all along. It is affordable. We can work on you to get you plans set up over time. But everybody should have health insurance because you never know when you're driving down the road if something happens in your car.
Yeah, I've talked to so many notaries that just in that one example that you're talking about, driving down the road, because notaries, of course, go to and from places all the time in their cars. And I've talked to several notaries over the years that have been hit, not their driving, but someone hit them in a traumatic way and had brain injury or something, not only injuries to their car, but to themselves. Is dental and vision insurance important to have too, and why?
Dental and vision is good to have because if you're maintaining your health, maintaining your dental health, maintaining your vision, getting regular checkups on it, that helps with your overall life. You know you're doing well if you're going to see the dentist every year, not waiting for long periods of time. So if you have dental insurance, you're more inclined to go take advantage of it and go in for your cleanings every year. And so it's something you want to do for your ongoing health because we live a long time. And
Yeah, you're right about that. And I've been hearing a lot about marketplace insurance plans, health insurance plans. What is that exactly?
Okay, Marketplace is the Obamacare plans that are out there. Right now we are in the end of, or into September, and they are shut down now unless you have like a life change, like if you end up getting pregnant or if you lose your job, you're eligible to go into the Marketplace and purchase insurance, health insurance from the Marketplace. And based on your income, they would probably give you a subsidy to help pay for some of it. It's kind of expensive at times, but it is available out there, and it is out there if you've just recently lost your job.
So what I've heard there is if you are, say, waitressing or hosting, or you have a job that doesn't actually pay a high wage, you can get a tax subsidy and get a policy on the Marketplace?
At times of the year, yes. When it's opened, it's usually open. It opens again in November for 2022, and it usually stays open till the end of December.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's if you have some life event that happens, you change jobs, stuff like that.
Well, something else that I've been seeing a lot of, and people are asking a lot of questions around health insurance, pre-existing conditions. Can a person get health insurance nowadays if they have a pre-existing condition?
Yes. Some pre-existing conditions might affect when it will start paying. You might have to be on your insurance for a year before it would start picking up some of your coverage. But pre-existing conditions are usually, we can work around those and get you in. Back to the Marketplace, your pre-existing conditions would all be covered automatically. And there are different ways, but with the other insurances, if they're not covered automatically, there's usually a waiting period, and then after that, they would kick in. So you can get health insurance with pre-existing.
Sounds like you can get health insurance for just about anybody nowadays. Is health insurance expensive?
It doesn't have to be. We have ways around it. We have different carriers. We have IHC represents 40 carriers, so chances are there's some carrier in there that we could introduce you to that would make it something you could afford into your budget.
Wow. Now something else I know with some people going into the self-employment status from being an employee to an employee I-9 type of contractor type thing, and a lot of people now not really retiring. And one of the questions I get all the time is, if I'm 65 or older, can I still get health insurance?
Yes. We can still get you health insurance. If you're over 65, again, the marketplace would come into effect. We could get you on the marketplace. They would accept you over 65. And there are some carriers that we could put you on that would take you.
Like Advantage plans and supplements and that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. That sounds like excellent coverage. Let me ask you this, because I get this question a lot. If I'm not married, but I have dependents, and maybe I'm taking care of an elderly parent or grandparent or aunt, uncle, can I still get health insurance if I'm taking care of a dependent and also have elderly parents that I'm taking care of?
Very good question. Yes, you can get health insurance. As a matter of fact, if you had like a group of 4 people, you could then create your own little company and put those people on your insurance policy.
Oh, wow.
That would be
very creative.
That way it would help out all of you.
What would you want that person watching now that is currently working a job but want to work in their own passion, want their own to do their own business, but are afraid to leave their job because their job connects to the health insurance? What would you tell that person today?
That's a lot of problem. People have that same issue, and I had that same issue also because I stayed at a job because I needed the insurance. That's what you always hear. Oh, I need the insurance. And there are ways around it. Right now, there's other options on health insurance that you can pick up and utilize. There's supplement plans we can hook you up with that if you picked up one of those supplements and you were in a bad accident, they would pay you money to help you pay your bills. And then you can decide what to do with the money. The one is up to $100,000 for an incident. And it's like, I don't know about you, but that would give you a lot of time to recoup your health before you went back out doing your job. But yeah, there are options out there for those people.
Not only that, a lot of times if you're in a car accident, for example, you have car insurance to pay for your car, but then you need health insurance to pay for your health. But then there's also like critical illness insurance that can help you pay for those bills that keep coming in, even though you've been hospitalized. Mm-hmm. Any other thing you want to tell our viewers about health insurance that you think they need to know today?
Health insurance can be scary, and it's not the same that the policy like you always got at your employer, but there are other methods, and maybe you don't need everything you had at your employer. You know, if you go to the doctor once or twice a year, do you really care if your copay is $20? Mm-hmm. It's not required because you're only there once or twice a year, and that's the type of insurance, and that's a change in the whole thing you're going to have to get used to. If you're not doing prescriptions, if you're not doing a lot of prescriptions, you need prescription coverage. There's a little app called Goodrx. Everybody should know Goodrx because there you can always find better deals on your prescription drugs off of Goodrx. And I mean, that's the type of information that people need to know, being their own entrepreneur out there in the world with working their own business.
Yeah. Very, very good. So health insurance, good idea for entrepreneurs?
Health insurance is a good idea for anybody. You can if you had your own health insurance, you could not get your employer's health insurance, and you would know what your insurance covered, and then just don't accept the employer's insurance. That would be another way. And if you're young enough, you get it early enough, it's going to be inexpensive. It's going to be more inexpensive. Could be less than what your employer would be charging you. And if you're not utilizing it, it'd be good to know that if you go from one job to another, at least you'll know the consistency of what your insurance offers for you.
Excellent. Excellent advice today, Nancy. Well, that's it for us for today. If you have any topics that you want us to cover, definitely put it in the comment section, and we'll definitely pull those up and see if we can get those topics covered in an upcoming session. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.